Mind is a Boulder-based band, and they have this sound that is its own cool classic blend of like rock and Americana. And they're building serious momentum. They're getting featured in Rolling Stone, UK, and Spin magazine. They're getting national radio play, and they have 100,000 YouTube subscribers. I have like 3. That's not too shabby. So with me, co-founder of the band, drummer and songwriter, Brian Sachs. Good to have you.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, we're really excited. I love your sound. You're enjoying some exciting momentum. So share more about how you developed the sound in the first place.
It was like the music that me and Tonin grew up on was classic rock.
Yeah, totally.
Like Zeppelin, The Who, Pink Floyd, and it's funny because it really didn't feel like it was in style right now. And I've played multiple styles of music in my life, and at this point in my life, I wanted to go back to the music when I was 14 years old,
Time.
in my house, listening to albums, staring at the album cover, and it was like, that was our intention, but you never know if the songs are going to be in that genre, you just don't know. And it all just happened where we captured exactly what we were going for.
That's unbelievable, because as soon as I heard it, I was like, oh, this is a tasteful palette of the classic rock 70s. You know what I mean? It was fantastic. Tell me about your self-titled debut album. What was the inspiration for that?
The inspiration, I was actually out of music for about 30 years.
Really?
So I found Colorado when I was in my 20s. And I came here touring from New York City. I'm originally from New York City, and I was in a band called The Authority. And we were living out of a van.
Nice.
And we were part of a major music scene in Manhattan.
Nice.
And then we played out here. We played the Fox Theater.
Love.
We started to tour. And then I was always like, well, if the opportunity ever arises, I'm going to move out to Colorado. And I did. And I left music for 30 years.
Oh my gosh, did you miss it?
No, I actually became a fan of music.
Oh, interesting. That's cool.
Really, like, when I was trying to make it in the business, I was in competition with everybody else, and I was jealous. Dave Matthews opened for us.
Oh my gosh, DMB, huge fan.
So,
wow.
And then we were part of the scene with Joan Osborne, Spin Doctors, Blues Traveler, all part of that scene, and all our friends had made it, and then I lost my perspective on music, and coming out here, I became a fan of music, and I started going to Red Rocks and the Fox, and the community here in Denver is such a vibrant music scene, and we're so lucky to have it, and I've seen so many great shows at Red Rocks, and I started to appreciate music as a fan.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
You came back in a more pure way, kind of.
Totally.
That's really special. Yeah. That's really interesting. I can't watch SNL sometimes because I'm jealous of the the actors. I'm like, that should be me. Okay. 7-time Grammy winner Michael Brower mixed the album, which is amazing. Yeah. He's worked with the Rolling Stones, Coldplay. You have to have some kind of chemistry. How was that collab for you guys?
I met him through a guy that I played in my first junior high school band with.
No way. What was that name?
Omni.
Omni. Okay, I take it. I like that. I like
the most amount of press we've gotten in 100 years.
Yeah, right. Good shout out.
So, shout out to Omni. So, my friend John, who was in that band, became a big shot in the music equipment world, and he knew Michael very well. And just so happened, Michael moved to Gun Barrel.
Oh, nice.
So he introduced me to Michael, and Michael is now one of my best friends.
Oh.
And he mixed the album, and it was exactly what I was going for. Michael doesn't mix safe, like you said. He's worked with James Brown, Aretha Franklin, Bruce Springsteen, Coldplay, Rolling Stones, you name it.
I mean, 7-time Grammy winner.
7-time Grammy winner, and he loves it out here. And what he's done to our sound is really made it into that rock and roll, like really edgy rock and roll. Nothing is mixed safe, and he's very, like, he loves his project. He's coming Saturday night to come see us at Cervantes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is really, really cool. So Morning Light cracked the top 100 on the media-based AAA chart. Home has been on KBCO, which is my favorite station here on Colorado, and on 20 iHeart stations nationally. So what does it feel like? I've always wanted to ask people this when you hear your song on the radio for the first time.
It's really cool.
I mean, you had it before, but I mean, I
never had it where I was one of the co-writers of the song.
Yeah, yeah.
And that I was always just the drummer in the band. So to hear the song on the radio, it's like, what's going on in my life right now?
Yeah, right.
How is this possibly happening?
Yeah.
Because it was never, there was no grand plan. I had worked in business for a long time, and then I sold my company, and I needed something to do.
Yeah.
because retiring is not fun.
Right.
So
I mean,
it
not
was
for
just
us
doing
type
this.
of people.
I was just doing this for fun, and then to have this level of success is kind of like, wow.
And that's when it's the best, when it's just like you're putting it out there for art's sake.
Totally.
And then you get the success. I'm
Yeah.
so happy for you guys. We wanted to know if you could play another song for us.
Absolutely.
Okay, great. I'm going to send you back over to the band to go
Okay.
get set up. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Of course, I'm going to give our viewers a little bit more information for everybody. So you can say you saw them when. Get your tickets to Mind Reader, a local band on the rise. They're playing this Saturday, as Brian said, at Cervantes' Other Side. Doors open at 7. You can get your tickets at CervantesMasterpiece.com. For more information, of course, about Mind Reader, go to mindreadermusic.com. Now that is Mind with an M-Y. I just want to make sure people know that. And now, I'm playing the song Simply Avanti. This is, boom, Mind Reader.